escape her. I told you there's no exit. Cause she's nobody that you wanna play with. She can do you and take care of her business. Oh, don't you get it? She's a menace. Top of me in the blue sky. And she doesn't take no for an answer. Told you, she writes it. Won't take a sexy body up for me. She writes it. And she doesn't take no for an answer. She writes it. Won't take a sexy body up to me. She writes it, and she won't take the for an answer. Told you, she writes it, won't take a sexy body up for me. She writes it, and she won't take the for an answer. She writes it, won't take a sexy body up for me.
Welcome to Club Shada episode number 169. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody is feeling. I'm not hearing myself. I know you guys hear myself very loud, but my mix is different. So, let me see. Yeah, of course. There you go. Well, actually, it's fine. As long as you hear me good, I hope everybody's fine. I hope everybody's in the best of the spirits. Listen, this tracker is pissing me off. Keeps leaving my face. I don't know why. So I hope everybody's fine and good spirits. I hope everybody has started 2022 in the best feeling and best spirit and best mood ever. This is why I said let's fucking go. You're gonna hear some noise in the back because meu amor. Não faz barulho, papi tá trabalhando. Posso baixar um pouco o som do teu iPad, meu amor? Vem dizer bom dia. Sirendesil, thank you so much for the 10 Canadian dollar super chat.
How do you how can you read a light?
Please, hello, Club Shada.
Hello.
Vai jogar. Yeah, listen.
Eu tenho meu pé de jogo novo, porque meu bola é lindo.
Ok, meu amor.
E para Natal eu trouxe um presente Nina,
Ok.
Odin,
Ok.
Papi, Asia e Vicky.
Ok.
O presente da Vicky estava dentro.
Uhum.
Mas a Vicky deixou abrir presente.
Uhum.
Para Natal deixou lá sozinha.
Uhum.
E para Natal disse, hora de abrir presente.
Uhum.
Generoso.
Yeah. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortune. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We have 2,000 and almost 50 subscribers, new subscribers on this channel. So, hi everybody, welcome. This is your home. Whether you're here to watch some videos, whether you're here for Club Shada, whether you're here to see some vlogs, whatever you're here for, you're welcome. I want to acknowledge our stream royalty for the month of December, and it's none other than the stream royalty for the last 5 months. Main biggest sponsor of this show, Siren des Îles, with $29 already, and it's only the second show of the month. So imagine, lots of super chats. We are grateful. Everybody, put me some Rambos in the chat for Siren des Îles, because listen, she's I don't know, like if I could have a thing where I can put like the biggest sponsor, and with how much they gave already, she probably passed $500 already. So listen, I'm super thankful, and take example on her. Meu amor, não faz barulho. So and of course all the sponsors, everybody who give all the time, your names are here. Thank you so much as well. So let me say hi to everybody first, and I will explain to you the situation in my house. La milliardaire, hello. Charlene, long time. Glad to see you back here. Best wishes for 2022 for you as well. Grave. 2 lives de suite. Can you imagine? That's crazy. Listen, if I had the courage, I would do a live every day, like my cousin Mountain of Inspiration, but I don't have that courage. And yeah, listen. I mean, maybe, I might do one in the afternoon from time to time just to see if people show up. Like, because if you remember, like, I mean, you don't remember Sirène des Îles, but Club Shada used to be at 2 p.m. my time. Hello, Jujuzan. I hope you're good. Stream Element bot was good. Thank for all the... I mean, I'm saying thanks, but all these quotes that you see, I chose them and I entered them manually. So I don't even know why I'm just saying thanks for him for the bot for just displaying them. You know how we do. Bakar Wadidou, l'album sort le 18 février, vendredi, minuit pile. Ah, okay, on va en parler. Mr. MJ Wemoto, what's good? Happy New Year. I hope you're good. Did you travel? Where did you go? You didn't tell me. You just told me I'm traveling. Mickey James, what's good? Thank you so much for the super chat. 10 Canadian dollars. Ah, new profile picture. Like that. Yeah, you know how it is. So she was actually explaining to you that she had a lot of gifts. They were near the tree, and who got what, and she had a lot of things, and etc. And now she's playing, and that you will hear her iPad, etc. So she's staying with me. We are sleeping in the living room tonight. We've been banned from the bedroom. Mountain of Inspiration was good. I just told you about it. Of course I saw it. I told you to do it. And it's a nice one, actually. It's better than the other one. Então, não tem sono mesmo. Ok.
Aqui, tu não tens? Tu não tens?
Sono?
Sim.
Não, estou a trabalhar. Acho que não posso jogar com a luz.
Coração.
Coração.
Coração assim. Olha coração assim. Olha, papi.
Sim, meu amor. So, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Happy New Year, ALC. Nice to be with you too. You're welcome. So let me explain what happened. So the wife was with her sister and one of her best friends, chilling in the. They've been going out. They went after the New Year, like while I was doing the show. She went out to chill with her friends. Her friends, her sister-in-law, and then the next day they did the same thing. She was with her sister somewhere, and today she went out, and then while she was out, I think I went to train, etc. And then she just told me that her sister is positive to Omicron. I was like, whoa, oh shit. So the sister is vaccinated twice, so no, she's all of them, like my wife, her sister, and her sister-in-law, all of them free, that have been hanging together, and even yesterday they were at the shisha. They all were having like some flu symptoms. They were like, tired, runny nose, little headache, but nothing crazy. It's been going on for a few days, like 3-4 days. And now, my sister-in-law, there you go. My sister-in-law is positive. So I'm like, oh shit. Listen, there's not another. Give me some. Put some likes. Come on. What's wrong with you guys? Put some likes. You're gonna piss off Nadia. Put some likes. So soon as my sister-in-law is positive, she decided to stay with her boyfriend in his apartment, and she's quarantined there for the next week or whatever time. So my wife brought a test for herself, and her sister-in-law as well, in her house as well, she also brought a test. So they both did a test. So I stayed with my wife, put a mask, stay with her in the bedroom, and I'm telling you, they're playing with us, Nadia. I don't know what to tell you. So they decide. So I assist my wife to do the test. So we bought some auto tests and stuff, and the sister-in-law calls my wife and says, I'm positive as well. And my wife, like, as we are receiving news from the other one, turns out that she's positive as well. Damn. So we have to, and actually my mom in Paris is positive as well. She's been positive for the last 10 days. She went to the hospital just for a few hours. She stayed there. They gave her, everything she needed, azithromycin, etc. And she's been home. So my mom, same thing. She has headaches and she's vomiting, but fine. But my mom is 65. So it's a little trickier, but she's fine. She's ready to take her vaccine shots now. My wife and her sister, they're much younger, of course. My sister-in-law is 21, almost 22. And my wife is about to turn 28. So, yeah, I mean, they don't have... And my wife and sister-in-law are both double vaccinated. So it's like they're having their third shot, I would say, I guess. Problem is, so from what she's having some cough as well. So I'm monitoring the situation, of course. But my problem then was, are we positive? To understand how we're going to organize the house. Because if she's the only one positive, so she stays in the bedroom, I take care of the rest of the house, the kids, food, etc. I make sure that she's fine. I become her nurse, and yeah. But I mean, listen, we're married. We've been kissing every day. She's the last 2-3 days she's been out a lot, and me, I was home a lot. So I was finishing the album. I was really focused on the album. So I'm not sure of our interactions, and I think they probably cashed it around the 26th or 27th. So it's been already 4 or 5 days. I know that the Omicron variant only lasts for around 8 to 10 days. for most people when they're positive and when you are vaccinated, and even like the Omicron variant, the symptoms are mild. So for most people, that's what we know for now. But still, are we positive? So I went to the pharmacy. I bought alcoholic gel, disinfectant, mask to be around her, mask for my daughter, so when she opened, at least we just opened the door so she can say hi, and whatever she wants to say with her mom, she understands, because we've been there already. She understands that she cannot get in the room, but at least she can get to the room, at least open the door, have a mask on, and show something to her mom, a drawing, something, whatever. If she wants to talk to her mom, she can. And listen, we have visual, they can talk by visual. She was actually in a group video chat just now with my wife, her sister, and the sister-in-law, the best friend, all of them. They were just chatting, the three of them. So I went to the pharmacy, and I bought 3 auto tests, so at least we can have an idea, and I would just put that thing on our nose and see what happens. So I tested my daughter, my wife tested my son, and tested myself, both thing up, put in there. So I've been vaccinated in July, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre, janvier. So it's been 5-6 months. I would say 5, because it was last day of July. I think it was the 30th of July. So I've been vaccinated for. I take my shot, my single shot of Pfizer on the 30th of July. I had COVID a year before that, so it's considered that I have 2 shots. So I'm ready to take the 3rd shot whenever my age group is able. So for now, you have to be 60 or 50 and more. I'm 47, so it's not yet my group. And I did a few shows. I've been in Congo. I've been in a few countries where people don't really. It's special, and I've been fine. I was myself feeling a little like flu-ish, but nothing that I thought. Put some likes. Nothing that I thought. If you don't want to put a like, put a super chat. But put a like. It's free. So yeah, I was like, it's a little stressful, a little bit of anxiety because of that, But I'm feeling fine. So I was like, listen, let's see, let's hope. And all 3 tests for me, my daughter, and my son all came negative. So the only person who's actually positive is the wife and all her crew of people who like to go mingle outside. When me, I like to be inside. I was inside. I was finishing my album. That was my only purpose in life. Actually, I need a new purpose now that I'm done with the album. But don't worry, I'll find one very soon. I have a lot of them, but yeah, so we have to reorganize the whole house. So Asha, ça va, mon amour? So the wife stays in the bedroom. I take care of the kids. My son stays in his room, in his bedroom, and I stay with my daughter in the living room. We sleep in the living room, so we have, you can see here, but on the sofa here, Of course, I have the light in front of it, but wait, let me move that stuff. But okay. So on the sofa we have Asha. That's hello.
Hello.
So you see in the back, this is where me and Asha are gonna sleep. So she's with her iPad out there, and it's a very comfortable sofa. So ciao. So I actually asked her if she wanted to sleep with her brother, and she said, no, I want to stay with you. So we're staying together. I mean, nothing that we don't know. We know the drill already, and the most important for me is not really me. Personally, because I had it already. I fought it already. I beat it already, and I'm vaccinated. So, I mean, I'm gonna take my third shot. But for me, what really is important right now, because listen, if we were all positive, I wouldn't care. As long as we fine, we just stay home for the next 10 days, and then we test ourselves again, and then we just report whatever to the health authorities, and we cool. We can stay at home. We're fine. We don't listen. We have a big house. We cool. But my son has a plane on the 8th to go back to Angola and go back to his mom and go back to school. So my son had the COVID in last year in December, so a year ago. And then when he came, I had him get a one shot of Janssen vaccine. So to me was, if he's positive, this is the problem, because now this might prevent him from traveling and etc. So that was more it's more an organization thing. Ends up he has nothing, is negative, so we're fine. So I think I'll buy more tests on in around 5 days. I mean, it's the third already, so my son is living on the 4, 5, 6, 7. So in 5 days, so in around 4 days anyway, I'm taking my son to do a test again. This one laboratory test that he needs to travel anyway. So until then, we'll see, and if he can't travel, I mean, the plane company will have to give us another ticket for, in 10 days or whenever is the moment he's negative and he can go back, but he has to go to school. So this is where we are right now. I really thought that I would start this show saying, I have COVID again, but actually no. This is my wife's turn, and luckily for her, she's not gonna go through everything I went through. She doesn't even have flu, so she's just very tired. So I think it's okay. I would say that I was a little anxious. I felt a little bit of anxiety, but it's strange because what they call anxiety for me is I just feel a strange breathing, and they say it's anxiety, so I don't even know. But I had a little bit of that because it's normal. It really was a traumatic event for me, and I just hope that I just hope of no member of my family has to go through what I went through, because it's not funny. There's 10 people who are here watching this show, and they are not clicking the like button. So listen, what you have to do is you turn off the chat. It's very easy. You turn off the chat, and then you will find the like button. You click on the like that goes up, and that's it. That's all you need to do. That's all I'm asking you. That's it. And if even this you don't want to do it, you're not a good person. I'm telling you. Just saying. I'm so hot. Listen, Julie, it's like this version like is very, very, very contagious. And yeah, it's spreading like wildfire. So hopefully if you catch it, hopefully you find you asymptomatic or you have just headaches. My mom actually has only headaches, but she's like, I'm getting vaccinated after that. I'm it's horrible. So she really headaches, like continuous headaches, and very tired, and some people have vomiting, some people, but of course no respiratory problems, which is what I wish nobody to have. Even the people that I don't like. And there's not a lot of people that I don't like. There's like 2 of them. But even them, I don't wish they have that. Yeah, we're staying at home because we are contact. I don't know what are the rules in Portugal for what we call in France cas contact. So but listen, we're staying at home anyway because we don't want to risk the life of anybody, and we are in solidarity with the wife, so we're just staying at home. It's okay, it's gonna be fine. I mean, even if people continue not being vaccinated, the fact that you get COVID, a lot of people, it will be the same as getting 1 shot. That's what the doctor told my mom. He had the time to explain to her exactly the situation, and when talk to a daughter, it's better than talking to WhatsApp. And he told her, hey, listen, like right now it's like if you had your first shot. So in 6 months you can take another shot, or you can catch the virus again, but it might not be as severe, or it might be, who knows, but then you will be like if you had your second shot. So it really depends. Like, as I say, everybody do what they have to do. Who knows? I mean, I'm negative. Where's my test? Wait, took a photo. Took a family photo. This is the family photo. So this is the wife on the left, and this is us on the right. Negative, 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 and her is positive. That's it. Listen, all these people are making a ton of money. Those rapid tests cost like $2 or 3 euros or 2 euros, I don't remember. They must sell millions. That's a good business. Damn. I have to find a COVID business, I'm telling you. What? Making money is what I'm here for. Listen, games I play. Yeah. Lil Maro, what's good? I don't know. Like, look, there's more and more people, and they don't like listen, they don't like us. They're haters. Maybe it's haters watching. Maybe they're putting the other like. Listen, the more popular you have, the more haters you have. Who knows? Who knows? Merci beaucoup. Merci. I'm telling you, talk to Nightbot. Talk to him. It does indeed. I mean, it depends your condition. But it's the same thing for COVID, actually. Or any disease. Obrigado, bro. Às 3 vou viajar para o Porto. A minha irmã vai restaurar o intestino que ficou danificado. Uau! Então o que é que ela vai fazer? Vai fazer a operação e Uau. Boa sorte para tua irmã. It will. Yeah, listen. Like right now, she would have, like me, the first week, I had 40 degrees flu. I was 40 degrees fever, sorry. I had 40 degrees fever every day. Like, it was crazy. So I really know that it's different for them. But right now she's with her sister and their friend, like all of them in the COVID crew. All of them are with my wife is with her husband, my sister-in-law, she's with her boyfriend, and the other one is, I think she's single. I don't even know. She's in her house, but all of them are just talking right now. They're just talking. Let me see what they're doing. Let me see if they're still in their group chat or if they're done. Let me call my wife to know if she's fine as well. Ça va?
Ça va, mamie? Ça va?
Estás com dor de garganta?
Estou a tossir muito.
Ok. Acha, não pode ir lá. Eu sei, né?
Gugu, fala com mami aqui no telefone.
Oh, estás no live. Hello, diz hello. Bom dia.
Ah, sim?
Ah, estás longe da câmera.
Hello!
Fala com mami.
Amor. Gugu. Vou ficar triste, mano.
Queres falar com mami? Não pode falar com mami. Calma, fala com mami. She's like a dad. When she...
Não quer falar comigo?
Mas o papo diz não.
Sim, posso falar com mami, mas não podia ir no quarto.
Papi diz que não podes entrar aqui para não ficar doente. Por isso que estás a falar com mami no telefone.
Não sabes?
Olha. Papo, mamãe.
Oh, ver live é computador do papi.
Depois, quando fomos lá, olha o que é que fomos.
No salário.
Fomos de novo, tinha bebê na barriga lá, mami.
Bom, esteja, mãe.
Ian,
Diz, esteja, mami.
seja, mami.
O que estás a ver?
Estava no TikTok, mas agora vou ver no Velo.
O clone. Ok, love you, até já. Tchau. Yeah. So look at oh. They didn't want to put the like, so they're all gone. So you know what I did yesterday? I took my daughter to the oceanarium. It was cool. It was really cool. Damn, I forgot to tell Twitter that I'm live. Let me see. Let me tweet it. There you go. Yeah, so I took her to the oceanarium. That was great. She loved it. I mean, she's been already a few times, but she always liked it. This aquarium is amazing. The fishes that they have there are just crazy. That was a great time. Then after that, I took them to do a little bit of Teleferic. So the oceanarium is actually down there on the right, and then from there you go out. From there, so the oceanarium is here. From there you come here, and you take this thing, and it takes us actually in front of my house, because this start in front of my house and continues to the other side of the neighborhood. So our neighborhood is called Parc das Nações. This is the south side out there, and we live in the north side. So after that, we went to the hotel that is in front of my house, in front of the water, and I just spent the whole day like this with them. And yeah, that's what we did. It was cool. It was really cool. A good day. Really spent a good day. I really wanted to start the year with this vibe, you know. So listen. So the wife cut it, bro. I hope it remains very mild for her. I hope so too. I have a friend that lost her mom here on Friday. Then they tested positive for the virus. Oh my God, yeah. She's crazy. J'ai like toujours sur mon cell et mon laptop. Ok. Non, Cyril, toi tu es une vraie. Mais il y a des gens, ils viennent ici, ils laissent pas les likes. This solo. I don't know what they haters. Merci, bro. Merci. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's true. You guys are crazy. Yeah. A minha ex tinha a mesma coisa, por acaso. Tinha coisa aí, tipo, toda hora. Sim, eu conheço essa técnica. A minha ex tive isso depois numa operação também. My wife had COVID and we were both together. I don't know why you are running away from you. I'm actually not. I'm protecting the kids because then if the kid has it and then she goes back to school, then she might infect a professor or other children, whatever. Like just for the sake of, if we were all positive, we would just be all around the house because it doesn't change nothing. But because she's the only one, I'm actually the only one that goes in her room to give her food, to give her water, to give her whatever she sees, to see if she's fine, to check her temperature, etc., etc., like she did for me when it was me. But she's actually better now than 4 days ago. 4 days ago, like, or even like on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve and the day before, she was really like in the bad shape. She was really like coughing, being tired, feeling nauseous, etc. Now she's actually much better. So, you know. Yo, Michael. Happy New Year. Listen. Now that my album is finished, the next album is the Candy Zouk Extravaganza album. The name of my next album, not the one coming out in a month, the one after that comes in a year or two, it's gonna called Diaspora Deluxe, and it's gonna be full Candy Zouk album. So only Candy Zouk beat makers and those who want to be part of the album, they have to, I'm not gonna do only Candy Zouk beats, but it's gonna be like at least half of the beats are gonna be like pure Candy Zouk. I'm gonna do a lot of the beats myself, so it's one of those. But listen, that album that is coming, listen, nobody's ready for that shit that I'm bringing. Vraiment, bordel. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Listen, there's a lot of that. Listen, Thing is this. Story of my life. My whole life I've been around people that they kind of follow me in the shadows. They all know what I do, but they don't want to say, oh, great, because it hurts them. But they're here, and we know they're here. C'est promis. There will be no COVID babies. She's not isolated. She decided to quarantine herself for the good of the world. But trust me, she's watching her novellas and she's on the phone with her sister. They have everything, video calls, etc. She has everything she needs. And she can call me anytime. Whatever she needs, I'm here. And I go check her out all the time. Listen, it's gonna be a crazy album. But before that, album number 10. Listen, doing one album and being able to do an album. Ça va? Doing one album is already an amazing achievement. Even releasing, not anymore releasing a song, but doing a body of work. You can say I have like these 15 songs, 10 songs, 20 songs, right? And all these songs are your body of work that you can present to people. And it's not just like I have these 2 nice songs and everything else is fillers. Having a good cohesive project where you have an intro to the outro, an album that everybody wants to listen song by song. They take the time. They listen. Nobody has time anymore, right? Nobody has time anymore, and everybody is in a state always of wanting something more and always like waiting for the next thing. So because you release something and all of a sudden there's a bunch of other things, right? There's a new series and all the episodes come out. So you watch everything in a day or 2 days or 3 days, and then you're like, okay, what's next? This is how people are today. They are so spoiled with everything that is coming to them that they are now spoiled and unable to appreciate stuff. So people don't appreciate music anymore the way they used to, because whenever somebody do something, there's a million copycats that can do the same thing as you. And if you don't release something because you are trying to make yourself rare, it's not like when you are rare, there's nothing to replace you like back in the days. Today, if you make yourself rare, you disappear from the radar of people because somebody will fill this void very quickly. So taking the time to release a body of work is already something that is impressive. When you do your second album, it's your second album. It comes with a certain pressure. It comes with especially if your first album is a success, you're scared to not be successful. And if you're not successful, then your third album is a revenge. Then your fourth album is the consecration of, oh my God, he can't do it. Then your fifth album is like, oh my God, like, wow, this guy, like, because you're the guy. At album number 6, people are starting to be used to you, and people are not subjugated. I don't know if on dit subjugué en anglais, but they're not like amazed anymore by your talent or your genius or your technique or the quality of your songs, because they already know that you're here. So when you give something that is here, after 5 albums that are here, when number 6 arrive, they already know that it's here. So they're not like, oh my God. They're like, yeah, nice. And they know you already, so it's different. So now you have to get ready. You got to get used to this. So at album number 7, you might still have a hit or two, but now you're competing with your own hits. So when you do a show, people still want to hear the old songs now. And then when you're at album number 7, maybe you've been around for 10 years already, depending on how much time you put between albums. So you might arrive to album number 8, trying to find purpose again, because the purpose of album number 1 is to have success, to make a living out of it, and then like all the dreams of being one of them, being one of the greats. When you are one of the greats, what is your purpose? You have to find a new purpose. So for me, album number 9, African Prince, the goal was to compete with myself. My goal was to make, so my top 10, let me go to Spotify. Actually, you should go follow my playlist, Kizomba 2022, whenever you can. So, as you can see, my album, this is one of my playlists on Spotify called Kizomba 2022. You should follow it. So as you can see, my top 10 songs now on Spotify is Something Going On Compa. So it's an old song. It's a song that came out in 2005, I think, in my album Legendary. But still, this is a new remix that I released a year ago. But because of it became viral on TikTok, it's really exploding right now. So this is my number 1 song. Then you have Malembe that came out in my album of 2017, so 4 years ago. Now you have Evil Taracho. This one came out last year. Ondikwa, one of the classic. Diamonds came out so this came in 2003. This came in 2008. Havana Bossa Nova. 5 million streams. Yeah, nice. This one came out 2 years ago. She's Dangerous came out probably 8 years ago. Supernova came out 2 years ago. Sexual Healing came out 3 years ago. If You Don't Know came out last year. So this was my mission with the last album, to change the hits, the top 10 songs, because if you would have come 4 years ago or 3 years ago here, you would have One Love, Question My Heart, Fiona, all these songs. Those were my most famous songs. They were songs from this album or maybe the others, right? This album and the 2 albums after that. So It's a Love, African Bohemian, and Legendary. Those are the albums where all my iconic songs come from, most of them. Of course, Bien Plus Fort que mes mots, all these songs, Love de Toi, it was my top 10. And my goal with African Prince was to dethrone all these songs, and not because they stopped having plays, but because I made songs that were more popular inside of the internet. And that's exactly what happened. When you see my top 10, you realize that except for these 2, all of them are brand new releases. So on my next album, and I finally chose the cover, I ended up choosing the cover that I really wanted. So that's the one I used. So on my next album, Bantu Royalty, my goal now, my purpose is not to make hits. My purpose is to continue making great catalog. I'm super, turn off the heater. It's hot out here. It's like 13 degrees at night, but 18 the day. So the house is really hot. Yeah, so this cable is pissing me off. Yeah, I was saying, yes, you did. Congrats. You better go at SACEM and do an account. So with this album, What is the goal? The goal is to create more catalog and to go back to the freedom of having fun making music. You know, when you do your first album, you don't know if it's gonna work or not. So you have no pressure and you can just be yourself. When it's your second or third album and you already had success, a lot of people are hoping you're gonna have success. A lot of people are like, oh my God, what he is gonna do? And now there's pressure. When you go past that, you are where I am. I'm celebrating 23 years of career. And so my first album came out in 98. And now I'm celebrating, 23 years of career and the milestone of releasing 10 albums. And the goal here is not whatever. Listen, just being there and having 10 albums is the goal. 10 albums. Like most people, they do 3 singles, they disappear. And I got 10 albums. Like if you take all the songs from all my albums, just the main albums, let me go back to Spotify. If you take just the songs from my, where's my discography? So if we go to my first album, that's, okay, I've removed the intro and the outro, that's 10 songs, 98. Second album, 16 songs. So 16 songs, so that's 26. Third album, another, so 17 songs. So 26 plus 17, that's 43 songs. Fourth album, so 43 plus 15. 43 plus 16. So 43 plus 16. That's already 59 songs. 59 songs. Then you have Legendary. That's another 16 songs. I was at 59 plus 16. That's 75 songs. Then you have Forever Young. That's a double album. I lost count. This one has from Yes You Can till, that's 36 songs. So without the intro, that's 35 songs. Where was I? 35, so 75 plus 35, that's 110 songs. Then we have Works of Art. Works of Art was 21 songs. So that's 131. And then you had Roll Like Sushi, 131 plus another 21 songs. So 131 plus 21, that's 152. Then you had African Prince. African Prince has 40 songs. So that's 152 plus 40. That's 192. And then the new one has, if I remove the intro, that's 49 songs. So that's 192 plus 49. That's 241 songs in 23 years, 241 songs. And on that, you remove all the remixes, listen, those are just albums. And if I go to compilations, I have all that as well. And if I go to singles and EPs, this is the latest single, Lil Maro remixes of She's Dangerous. And then I have all these singles that came out in the last 10 years. This is just 2020. And this is just Kaysha, because you can also take my other names under Angel City that you're listening right now. I also have albums. I have four albums that I did since 2016, and under Jana Mari, I also have 2 albums and a bunch of singles. And under Diamantero, I also have 2 albums and I don't know how many singles. And under Monsieur de Shada, I also have. So Monsieur de Shada is I'm gonna merge this with Diamantero soon. That's what I'm gonna do. This is my next project. So I also have 2 albums under that name. And oops, I did a mistake. And yeah, so what was playing? Yeah, the lo-fi playlist. So it's an interesting space to be where I am. My revenue not only comes from all the old catalog, but I also, in the last 10 years, I made sure that the new catalog is also generating now 60% of the revenue. So most of the revenue I have doesn't come from my old music. It actually comes from all the work that I've did in the last 10 years online, being a streaming artist, where it's not about if your song plays on TV, it's about does the algorithm serve it to the people that are on the internet. Same thing for my YouTube channel. All the revenue from my YouTube channel used to come from my old videos. Now a lot of this revenue of the last 2 years is because directly or indirectly because of Club Shada, because of all these videos that are coming out. And I still don't have the same amount of views that I have for my videos, but slowly, you know, every episode I have around 300 to 400 people. Actually almost past the 500 people mark 2 episodes ago. So it's it's very interesting. So yeah. So with this album, I'm gonna celebrate like 10 albums. It's crazy. So actually, it is already on its way to the different platforms. So this is to show you a little bit. Why is it showing another person here? The hell? Yeah. So to show you a little bit, this is the album. It's divided in 3 volumes. So if it was CDs, it would actually be a triple CD. So all these tracks are the tracks that were never released. So from the intro, My Wife, My First Love, You Lose Yourself Like an Animal, Happy Birthday, Sweet Love, Runaway, C'est Makey, Touch the Moon, Let's Try Again, Tu peux compter sur moi, Twerk, Petite Reine, Time to Say Goodbye, It's All Good, Showstopper, All Them Good Girls, and Free Your Mind. Those are the 19 new songs. After that, I have volume 2 with Billie Jean, I'm a Piano, All I Have, Evil Tara Show, Comment Vivre Sans Toi, Passy, You're Loving, If You Don't Know, Have You Back, Soledad, Mazuma Noit, Footwork, Wake Me Up, Omana, Kitoko, Where Is Our Love, and Something For You. Then I have volume 3. This I would say is a track that are a little older, but are still, it depends. I sorted it in like 3 different albums. So you have Pool Party, Love of Life, Deception, Fake Friends, Are You Gonna Tell Me, Make Me Wanna Say, Are You My Somebody, Don't You, Sozinha Comigo, Do My Thing, Last Night, Hold Your Hand, The Illness, Keep on Rising, and You Already Know. So in total, I have 50 songs. Actually, I could go to 65 because I have enough songs to do a 4th volume, especially songs I did under Diamantero with my vocals or Gianamari with my vocals. I could have added those, but actually I'm going to keep those songs to do the Diamantero album, the Gianamari album, and I mean the Angel City album and the Diamantero album, because those are going to be my 2 other brands, and everything else is going to be merged into those brands. So everything house music will become Angel City, and everything Afro, the reggaeton, etc., Monsieur de Shada, and anything else will become Diamantero. So just to make those brands bigger and stronger. And so I'm keeping some songs that I've released as those artists. And I'm super happy because these projects is already being delivered, and it will be sent to the stores probably starting tomorrow. So yeah, I'm happy. This is the final cover. Yeah, that was my choice in the end. And listen, I can't wait for it to come out and see and see if people like it, and do the release party. COVID is not helping, because I would actually have loved to do a release party in real life, maybe live, maybe in a radio station, or maybe in another place, in another house. I mean, listen, maybe I'm gonna rent a house. Maybe I can rent a house with a very good internet connection. It's 2 a.m. Those kids. She's on holiday. There's no school anyway. It's closed. So like I was saying, maybe I'll rent a house, or maybe I'll ask a friend who has a nightclub to let me use the club. But if I want to do it live with some guests, I would love to have Malcolm Beats, Michael ZL, and whoever can come. Maybe Lil Maro can fly in, and have a release party, not with guests, not with open to the public, but with maybe 10 people inside, and we just present the tracks and just play the songs and just listen to them, and vibe to them. So something I can do also is do it in the music studio, so we can just be live and at the same time blast the song on our side and have a few guests. So I'll see what I'm gonna do. I don't really know, or maybe I'll do a private listening party, and then I'll do the live here. So I don't know yet. Listen, with this situation, everybody who just joined, press the like button. Don't be haters. Don't be haters. So yeah, listen, I'm very, very, very happy with the outcome. Listen, I haven't heard from her in a long time, and please don't summon her. Listen, Bantu Royalty is gonna be crazy. Yeah, listen, fan servicing like MCU, exactly. Gonna have all those sounds. Your gray bird suits you. I don't know why. pull my mind out of the time. Well, listen, Graybird is cool. Sometimes I don't know. It's cosmetic for me. Sometimes I just paint it. Sometimes I just skip it. I like it actually. But if I have a show, a TV show, something, whatever, or sometime for the show, I kind of prefer having a uniform color. But yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Urban Sweet Spot. The picture, in the picture, you look like a Danan, gentle Nobin Wolof. Thank you. Actually, it's been done by a Senegalese stylist. So it was offered to me while I was in Senegal. So yeah, I was when I had the suit, I was like, oh, that's my album cover. It's over. Can we talk about your perfectionism and your hard work all the time in everything you do? You truly have the soul of the artist. Thank you so much, Julie. I don't even know if I really have the soul of the artist, because a lot of artists, like, they are so perfectionist that they cannot stop. Me, I'm enough businessman as well to just set myself deadlines. If there was no pandemic, this album would have come out 2 years ago, and maybe I would be releasing album number 11. But I just took the time to. But like, at a point, I was like, oh, listen, before the end of this year, this album is finished, and then we are moving straight to working on the next and only taking care of promotion, etc., etc. So on the December 30th, I was done. So when you're an artist, you want to keep on, perfection. Like me, I just feel like sometimes just release stuff, even if it's not finished, just release it. Like, La qualité et la passion sont une constante sur tous les albums. Ton évolution perso et les feats sont les musts qui rendent tout authentique. Merci beaucoup. By the way, Facebook refused to play Diamantero. Listen, Facebook is a nightmare. So Facebook sometimes tells me, oh, you cannot use this song by Kaysha on Kaysha's page. So we remove your post. And I'm like, word? What's wrong with you guys? Listen, the system of I don't know if you ever been in the back end of can I leave? I can't. I don't know if you ever been to the back end of the YouTube for content owners. It is so simple. Listen, the back end of YouTube for content owners is well done. Facebook, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Like, you cannot even prove who you are, etc. You cannot talk to people. They make it hard on purpose. Where YouTube, I can send an email to YouTube. I will get a reply tomorrow. That's just the big difference between the two platforms. And this is the reason why YouTube is where they are and why they are the winners of user-created video. And why a lot of people are leaving Twitch now to go to YouTube. Because they got it. They know what to do. They're not perfect, but they listen to their community, etc. The guys at Facebook, they believe they know better than everybody. And this is why they are where they are. So yeah, listen, I tried to, via my distribution, to try to change those things with Facebook. There's nothing I can do. Like, they believe that my music belongs to my how you call this? Belong to my distribution, and that nobody can play it because they don't want to have problems. Where on YouTube, you can specify, you have the choice. You can tell, listen, I don't want nobody to play my music, or you can say anybody can play my music, but when they do, I make money from the ads. And this is what I have. This is a system I have. Look, for example, I think I can go. I think I can go there. Let me see. Yeah, it's not gonna change nothing in the live. Let me see. So this is how YouTube for content manager looks like. So let me see. So this is YouTube for content managers. And here you have like all my assets. So all the songs that belong to me. And I can see, you know, songs, ISRC, the name of the assets, etc., etc. And let's say, for example, if I go to, I don't know, this, let me take something popular. For example, One Love by Kaysha, for example. If I click on this asset, I will know the different ISRCs that go. So ISRC is an identifier for songs. And I can know, for example, every video that contain that song, video songs, and I can also see let me see all the videos that on YouTube, every video that has my song in it and that I'm making money from when they use my song. I can see all the videos here, all of them. And I can decide, for example, here's a person, I don't know, whatever. Here's somebody doing a documentary about whatever. He used my song, boom. I know how many times it plays, and I know I'm generating money from that. And I have like, I don't know how many songs you have from that. You have probably many. So I don't know how many videos, but okay, 5,000 videos. So you can see the 5,000 videos that contain my song. And then here I can see, so let me go back to the main page. I can see all the videos every day that are using my songs. So these are all the videos that are using my songs. So Rebound Chick, Coupé Décalé by Tia, Let Me Do Metarasha, Heaven, Coupé Décalé again, Passy with Jeff. So I can see meu amor. Minha barriga, vem fazer massagem. You know, I can really see everything. I can really see, and then I can know exactly how many how much money I'm making every month from all these videos and how many plays I have, etc. Sim, meu amor.
Eu tenho muita comida na barriga.
Oh my God, vai fazer cocô?
Sim.
Quando? Agora?
Fiz muito, fiz até quarto. Eu tenho onde de comida.
Ok.
Tá doendo.
Doendo. Vamos fazer a massagem? Tá bom? Passou?
Sim.
Papi, quase acabou, ok? These kids don't want to sleep these days. I don't know. My whole house is... Listen, it's strange time, strange behaviors for everybody. That's all I can say. So yeah, you have way more control over anything. So if I want to block somebody from using my songs, or if I want to let people use my song, or if I want to take down a video, or if I want to just make money from other people using my song, actually make a lot of money from that. I have the choice. On Facebook, you don't know nothing. On Facebook, they have this thing called Facebook for creators, and like you have to prove them that you are the creator, and even when you prove them, they don't believe you, and you cannot talk to nobody too. YouTube is so simple. You talk to people, they reply, they like, oh, how can you prove? Yeah, these are my albums. This is my idea, this is my name, this is my Wikipedia, this is my Twitter, this is my Instagram. You can see I'm verified everywhere. I'm even verified on Facebook, but still, I'm verified on Facebook, on Instagram, but still, they don't believe that Kaysha's music is mine. So, those people are crazy. That's all I know. Oh yes. Listen, you better get ready. Are you gonna come up with the review? How many time after the album drops? Or do I have to send you a special link like a few days before? You know. I don't know what idea, but yes, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, with you and your boyfriend who has a lot of girlfriends apparently. It was the best life ever. This guy. Wow. Oh, the Congolese people are the best. That's all I have to say. What make your strength is that you are very open to different projects, to others, while remaining within reason, of course. Do not change anything. Thanks, my bro. I like the fact that you are trying to. I mean, your English is much better than before. I have to tell you that. Yeah, listen, he's gonna do that for you. Of course, that's what he does. That's what he's good at. Look at what he did with his brother. He's a great behind the scene guys. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, listen, I'm very excited for that album. I'm very excited for, you know, it's very interesting. When the album is finished, I was telling Lil Mauro, I was like, wow, like after 4 years of being on that album, I can finally say that, yeah, it's done. Like, there's like a liberation in finishing a project. And a lot of people, they are so obsessed with their project that they never finish the project. They don't want to let go. They kind of get selfish with it. And I'm happy that I don't have problem letting go. But it has this feeling when it's finally over. And listen, I mixed songs and I reproduced or remixed instrumentals and like until the last day. And on the last day, I remember sending a message to Mauro and saying, I'm done. It's uploaded. Yeah. And I love the way like, listen, you will understand how it feels when you listen to it, like for real, and you listen to the whole album. It's gonna be a great moment. I'm telling you. So what did I want to talk about before I go? Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about let me see. Freedom. Yeah. I want to explain to you my state of mind and how I'm entering in 2022. I'm not entering, and I just not discovered this. I've been in this state of mind for a long time, but it's the reason why I am how I am, and I have the state of mind of freedom. I'm a free person. I am not part of any groups, any illuminated people trying to save the world, or plants, or this or that, or vegans, or whatever minority group, etc. I'm not part of none of them. Because I want to stay free, and I want to have ideas from everybody, and I want to have conversation with everybody, but at the same time I want to be able to push back on any agenda that doesn't go with my vision of the world, which is, you want to be in a society and you want to, of course, live with other people, but at the same time you want to keep your individuality. And I believe that right now in the internet, most people, I think they don't have no idea of what they're here to do, so they end up just finding a guru, finding somebody that is the person that says whatever they wanna hear, and then they just learn whatever that person says and they just repeat that without thinking. And I see this in a lot of YouTube comments, or a lot of people talking about politics, a lot of people talking about the cause for whatever group they represent. And you can see it, read it, or listen, hear it when they go, where they talk, when they do interviews, or when they are yelling to other people. You can see that they don't even know what they're talking about. They're just in love with something somebody told them. And a lot of times when these somebody change their mind, they feel betrayed because they don't understand something. Most people can change their mind on a subject for whatever reason. Something can happen in their life, or any piece of information can happen, or maybe the person that those people were believing in do something that make them stop believing in that message, and they just change their mind, because it's called evolution. We all evolve. And because the fact that all these people are just obsessed with the message of a person, the points, you can hear like groups of people bullying others with whatever they think is the right thing. And then you have most of these people, if you are trying to have conversations with them, they are either ignorant or aggressive, or you'd realize that they don't on your level and they don't know what they're talking about. I chose to be free from all these people, and I chose to be free from, even in music. You know, I arrived in the game of music, and the first thing people asked me when I did my first album was, where are you from in the French West Indies? And I was like, I'm not from the West Indies. Yeah, but you have a Zouk album. Yeah, and yeah, like you should be from Martinique or Guadeloupe, maybe Guyane. And I was like, I lived in all three. I spent a year in Guyane. I spent a lot of time in both islands. I understand Creole, etc., etc. But I'm not from either. Yeah, but you do Zouk. I was like, yeah, and I was like, listen, out there in Guadeloupe or Martinique, there are rappers. And rap is not from the US. Rap is not from the West Indies, it's from the US. So why can I not be from Congo and do some Zouk and some this and some that? And Afro Zouk have existed way before me. Oliver Ngoma, Monique Seka, they were doing music before me. So, but it's because people like to tribe themselves. People like to flock in little tribes and protect their tribes. And they don't understand when they meet people like me who are free. I'm a person, I like to be free to try stuff and to do what I want to do in my music and in anything, actually. And you get met with people who are trying to put you in boxes. So I remember when my first album came out in '98, I wanted to have a few albums in the R&B section, a little bit on the hip hop section, a little bit on the world music section. But everything was on the world music section. It was frustrating for me because I was like, I'm not doing world music. I'm doing music from the world, but I didn't even like the definition. And every time people would ask me to define my music, I didn't like it because I felt that defining my music would remove my freedom of being who I want. Like if I defined I'm a Zouk artist, then I couldn't have released On Dit Quoi because that was not Zouk music. Or I couldn't have released Raquel because it's more Kizomba. Or I couldn't have done house music under another name, etc., etc. But everybody was always asking me to define my music. And I was replying to them freedom. But it took a lot of time for me to realize that the freedom was more than that. That to reach the freedom that I wanted, I would have to reach financial freedom as well. I would have to reach freedom from the radio station, the TV stations, and the people who pay you to go perform in a club, because all of them would hire you under certain conditions. They would ask you to sing a certain way, or to dress a certain way, or to be a certain way, where to me I was like, I want to be able to do what I want to do. Like, I understand there's a point you have to be coherent, understand it, because I'm a businessman. But at the same time, as an artist, you want to be free. You want to be free to go from this to that, and to try stuff, and to propose stuff, and to receive a positive outcome from your proposition, or a negative one. You know, you want to be able to try stuff. And 20 years ago, it was already hard, but today it's even harder, because people want you to be part of groups. And then when you are in the groups, they don't want you to say nothing else that the group doesn't accept. So you kind of lose. O que foi, minha mãe?
Quero ir contigo.
Onde? Papi quase acabou, ok? Já vou no sofá. Ok, minha mãe? Ok, bom xixi. Yeah, this one, in a bit, she will want to be in my arms to fall asleep. So we have 10 minutes, even 5 maybe. So, you know, that's true, David. And you a free man, so you know all about it. I'm still waiting for you to be part of this show. O que foi, meu amor? Hã? Tá com medo de quê?
Mostro.
Não tem monstro na casa de banho. Pode ir.
Não.
Liga a luz.
Já liguei.
Então vá, papi tá aqui. Papi tá perto de ti. Deixa a porta aberta. Vou te ver daqui. Não vai fazer xixi? Vá com o iPad para fazer barulho. O monstro vai ter medo. So, who told you heard a monster in the toilets? The only monsters there are pieces of... Oh, não, tá carregado. Pode ir. So, for me, I was with this thing. Happy New Year, Backstock. What up? Exactly. Always stay real and true to yourself. So, I really understood a long time ago that the only way to really be free is to have financial freedom. Because there's been a lot of times where I was trying to be indirect with the people who like my work, and I had to go through hoops of people that didn't like me, or didn't want me to succeed, or didn't want me to have that much power. Or I had a lot of great ideas for the industry, but a lot of people didn't want to give me the power to execute my ideas because it would make me too powerful. And for them, the fate of the industry, of our genre, whatever, it was less important than me not being there. So at a point I realized, you know what, guys? I'm gonna be completely independent from everybody. So in 2012, I decided to be independent from artists, because artists are impossible to control for people like me. They're too emotional. I'm too rational. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna work with artists completely differently. Then I started understanding that as with the advent of streaming, I could actually free myself from the world of radios. With YouTube, I could free myself from televisions, and then all I had to do in all these different platforms that don't belong to me, but still are enough where it's just the platform and me, and the platforms need content. And as long as your content is not controversial, you can use those platforms and earn money with them. So I realized that if I could have a YouTube channel that generates revenue, a distribution that generates revenue on Spotify, Apple Music, all these places, and maybe a few shows that I would control myself, and maybe other things like investing in crypto, NFTs, all these things that I'm doing now for the future, I would actually be able to be free. And so that was 2008, more or less. I was still living in France. And today in 2022, so 14 years later, I'm entering this year free, financially able to never do a show if I want. And at the same time, still doing shows, being able to multiply my price by 10, being able to release the music that I want, decide that I want to do a 50 songs album, and every artist telling me, are you crazy? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your opinions. You all are crazy anyway. You don't even know what you're doing. Let me do me. I'm able to create something because I really understood. The real freedom is understanding that all you need is your followers. All you need is them. As long as you have the people who come back to you every day, come back to your songs, come back to your content, you are good. Everybody else is actually not really important, because everybody else are just people that you will meet along the way. Some will help you, some will give you good ideas, but most of them will make you lose your time. And the goal is always to be free. And a lot of people, they lose this along the way. A lot of people, they completely forget about the goal in the beginning. Why? Because fame, girls or guys, money, vanity, a lot of people, they just forget what they came here for in the beginning. And you know, when I did my first album, I was just a guy trying to make music and trying to express myself and trying to prove to my parents that I could make it in music. And after the success of my first album, selling 100,000 copies, after being blackballed and etc., was amazing for me. But then when my second album came out and it was a failure, I got depressed because, I was like, oh my God, I thought they loved me. They don't. I thought they loved my music. No, they don't. Like, they want me to do Zouk. Like, this is not just me. They already put me in a box. Oh my God, it's horrible. Then I took the time to understand business. I took the time to understand people. I took the time to talk to people too. Why didn't you like this one? Explain to me, like, and try to understand what happened, etc., etc. And then I moved. I went to Belgium, met the mother of my son, stayed with her in her house for a long time. Then we took a place. We took a place after, but so we stayed together around 2001 or 2002. I think we took a place after we had our son. But before that, I was in her house all the time, or I was traveling when I had shows. And then I took the time to become Angel City 2. So Angel City 2 is everything you've been listening. So this is the platform. So this is Club Shada Hip Hop. So for those who want it, let me put the link in the chat. So when I became Angel City, I started doing music back to just making music for me. And when I started making music just for me, I went back to being free. I went back to making music not to sell it. And I was selling it on mp3.com. I was just selling it, but I was not known anymore. And I was freed from fame. And then it took me back to being free, because there's a lot of pressure from surviving a hit. Once you did a hit, everybody's waiting for you to do the next hit. The people who invested in you are waiting for you to make them more money. The fans, they wait for you to do another hit that sounds like the one before. So if you want to do something else, they're like, nah. We want the kizomba, or we want the zouk, or we want this, or we want like, and you're like, I want to try stuff. So I took the time to free myself from them as well, the fans. Then I took the time to free myself from the radios, etc., etc. So when I came back in 2003 with It's All Love, not only I understood what people want, so I also freed myself from not wanting to do what people want. I was like, you know what? I understand how we make money. You guys want this type of zouk? There it is. You want this type of rap? There it is. You want this, and there it is. And now, starting track 10 in the album, let me try stuff for me. And now everybody's happy. And then once this album was successful, the one after was successful, the one after as well, I start telling myself, it's time to free myself from shows. It's time to free myself from having to pay my rent from shows. Because the worst thing is having to pay your rent from shows, because when you don't have shows and you cannot pay your rent, then you have to accept anything from anybody. And the people who say, oh, listen, I only have 400 for you because you don't have hits, blah, 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 blah. You have to accept it because you need to eat. So that's why after buying back my masters and having myself a bunch of masters, I actually have 1,000. I just passed 1,000 releases on my distribution. So I generate enough money today to pay my whole rent of the year in maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe in 2 months. And maybe in a month and a half, I can pay my whole rent of the year. These give me the freedom to not only invest the rest of the money in different projects, crypto, stock, NFTs, and also to make music for me again. Freedom. So the whole time I've been looking for and working on and buying back my freedom, because it's so easy getting caught on. Listen, you're an ugly person, you're an ugly guy, and all of a sudden you have a hit. All of a sudden you can have nice girls because you're famous, and then now you have a reason to do hits. That's pressure. This is loss of freedom, because now you're trying to keep getting the nice girls, and if you don't have a hit for more than 2 years, you will go back to being ugly. So now you obsessed with the hits, and now you're in a prison. So a lot of people, they get caught up in that. Some people, a lot of people, they don't know what fame is. When you get famous, listen, some people, they get 500 likes on a photo on Instagram, and all of a sudden they micro famous, and now they will do anything to have another 500 likes on a photo, because that's the dopamine hit. It's like drugs. So now you do another photo and you only get 30 likes, you get disappointed. So now you're gonna try, and now you're gonna do crazy stuff just to get the likes, just to get the comments. And everybody, it used to be just us artists or people on TV, etc. But now it's everybody in the world. Young girls that have a TikTok, if one day they have 1,000 likes on their TikTok, if the next video only have 30 likes, they get depressed. And everybody is actually getting eaten alive by social media, by all these platforms, all these data mongering platforms. And I really understood one day that as a creator and as a person who just wants to be happy, that the thing we need the most after health is freedom. Because once we free ourselves from all these things that we can't really control, we get back to doing what we love, which is whatever. You like to cook, you like to paint, you like to... Once you're back to being free, it's the best feeling ever. And as I was finishing the album and I was listening to it, I was jogging this morning, and I played my whole album in my AirPods. And this is what I felt when I was listening to it. Not only was I happy about the quality, a few songs I stopped running to dance in the middle of the waterfront. I was just there like, twerk, twerk, twerk. And I was saying to myself, wow, like, I'm free. Like, I did it. I'm free. I'm free from judgment. I'm free from this. I'm free from that. Like, people will judge. People will say whatever they want to say, but I will not. I don't care. I arrived to that level, and it's beautiful. And I really wish it for everybody to get there, to get to that level where, yeah, listen, you don't care. Like, you know, when you are a public person, there's so many things that you should not care about that you care about. People look at you, people judge your physique, or do you get fat, do you get skinny, that like, and people, they go online just to judge people. And we all get at a point caught up in that and stuck in people's thanks back, Ali. We get there in a point where we are just obsessed with other people's opinion, and we kind of forget that they don't pay our rent. And once you understand that, you go back to the simple values of life. Like, who do you respect? Who do you value their opinion? Okay, those are the ones that matter. Like, if my mom tells me I don't like this song, this has value to me. If somebody that has been listening to my music for 20 years tells me, oh, I don't like that song, or on this one you went the easy route, K, I would be like, okay, you know, I would feel it. But if somebody that I never heard of comes out of nowhere and say, oh, what you do is shit, why would I care? Why would I care? I don't care. And it doesn't mean that you have to not care about the opinion of strangers, but then you have to know how to, you have to learn to make the difference between somebody that their opinion is important, and sometimes it's the way they will tell you, I like your song or I don't like your song. Like, some people will say respectfully because you know that they respect you. And some others come from nowhere and they say, oh, you know, I don't want to tell you what to do, but you know, you should not have your kid awake at 2 a.m. and listening to their iPad. Well, yeah, it's my kid, you know? And some people, it will come from a good intention. And this is what you have to detect from people. What is the intention? Some people, they just want to put a comment. Some people, they just want to put a comment to put a comment, because they believe that their mission in life is to put comments on videos or on your life. And you know, we in this world where a lot of people want to treat celebrities like they're not humans, and they want to talk about the lives of Will Smith, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, etc., like if they have an interest in their lives. forgetting that, listen, they are humans, they have feelings, they fail, they are good, they're bad, sometimes they do shit, sometimes like all of us. And when you are on the other side as a celebrity, you have all these people telling you, yeah, we can talk about your life because you famous. It comes with the territory. Like, and all this is loss of freedom, because you're gonna have people, because they are seen like the couple, they are seen like, oh my God, it's the last of them. Oh, couple goals, like all these hashtags that people get pressured on. And maybe people don't love themselves anymore. Like, people, maybe they don't love each other anymore. Maybe it's been a year that they're like, I think it's time to end this relationship. Like, we don't have nothing to do together or whatever. But just because of public perception, because of what people will say, because of, oh my God, you are my couple, it prevents them from moving on to the next phase of their life. And this is really something that a lot of people suffer from. And when they finally decide to end their relationship, everybody's on them. Everybody has a reason. Everybody's thinking that it's a novella that they're watching or it's entertainment, when actually it's real life. It's real life with maybe kids sometimes and depression and whatever they go through. And then the response that people will have is, you are rich, or you famous, you like, yeah, why should we complain for you? When you're like, yo, it's like, you famous, but you're still a human being. And listen, I remember, I think we were on stage and there was this girl that kept putting her arms around another guy who was singing, and she was like, please stop doing this. I need to do my dances. I need to. And at a point, he just poof with her foot in her face, and that was super funny. It's not, nowadays you can say this, but that was super funny. But then, of course, she was pissed, etc., etc. But then she was like, hey, listen, I'm a human being, and I'm trying to do my show, and I'm trying to have fun on stage, and I can't if you don't let my boots. So boot on your face. And, you know, of course, we were super young. It was like 20 years ago. It's still funny to tell. I'm sorry. That's funny to me. Emily. But it's this thing where sometimes you hear and people feel that they own you because of whatever part you play in their life. And that's a beautiful thing in a way. But on another way, you also have to tell them, you don't own me. I am my own person. And, you know, like, you have no idea the number of conversation I have with people telling me, yo, Kay, you need a new hit. You need a song. Like, you need to come back in the market and show all these people who you are. And then we can do a tour in Africa. And I'm like, why am I having this conversation? Like, I did all this in 90s. Listen, my first tour, I was 92. My first tour as a professional, I would say it was 96. I was 22. Then my first tour as myself was 98. And then I've been all around the world. I've been to more than 100 countries. I speak so many languages, and I've been with so many people, sat down and had a tea with so many people from so many different cultures, with so many languages, from East Europe to West to South Africa to North Africa to everywhere. Still a lot of places to visit, but I've been in enough places, and my music has played in enough places that, you know, you really feel like, yeah, this is amazing, but Once you reach 47, and I'll be, listen, in 20 days, I'll be 48. I don't see myself on stage at 60. I want to do other things. I want to do movies. I want to do this. I want to invest in places, in stock. I want my investment in stock and in crypto to explode so I can maybe say I'm done touring. Because I want to make space for something else. I want to be free from this. And sometimes people are scared to not be famous anymore because they're scared of the comments of people. They're scared of people telling them, ha ha ha, you're not famous anymore, you don't perform anymore, or whatever. And sometimes I tell people, like, why do you think I need a new hit? Now, so you can go do shows. And I'm like, I make more money today from my YouTube channel, just my YouTube channel. I make more money than when I was touring 3 times a day. I mean, maybe not that much. In the beginning, back in the days. But I make enough money with my YouTube channel to pay my rent and food and just chill. And I make way more money than when I was performing every month, 2-3 times a week. I make way more money today just from the freedom I gain from all my passive income. So why do you think I would need, or I would want to go out there and go sing in places where I don't need to? And the pandemic showed me that I made the right choice, because while everybody's suffering because they cannot do shows when everything is closed, I make money just by being here talking to you guys. And listen, I didn't even start putting logos here. I'm still sponsoring myself. But one day there will be people putting their logos here, and I will have an assistant. That's their only job, to find people who are willing to pay to stay here for 2 hours. But just now, like I am, I'm already like free. Imagine if I triple my revenue. Let's say I make 40,000 a month. You think I will want to go perform? It's not a question of money. It's a question of the thirst. At a point, you clench the thirst. At a point, you've drank enough and you don't need to drink anymore. At a point, you want to make space in your life for the next thing. You want to make space in your life for the next person, or you want to make space in your life for the next idea. But if you let people fool you into thinking that, nah, this is what you do, this is who you are the guy who sings Kaysha on the choir, you are the guy who sings One Love, you are the singer, then you remember, like, first episode of Club Shada, first ever episode, there was somebody in the chat saying, yeah, when are you singing? And I was like, I'm not here to sing, I'm here to talk. I'm here to create something new. That was 2 years ago. Now we're at episode 169. And those people are the people who are against your freedom. They are against your freedom to be somebody else, against your freedom to be the next version of yourself, the next person you want to be. And something I really learned is that this is the thing that you must protect at all costs: your freedom. Your freedom to be who you want to be, your freedom to talk the way you want to talk, not the way whatever activist wants you to talk. Like, there's a lot of people out there in America, they want us to start talking different ways that we've been talking. Listen, I've been talking a certain way for 47 years. And now they want to say, no, this is offensive. Not to me. That's not the intent. They don't care about the intent anymore. It's just the words now. So tomorrow, somebody will invent that saying alien. Like, somebody said that. Somebody invented that saying alien is offensive. You have to call people extraterrestrials, not aliens, because alien, it makes feel like. And I was like, will you guys shut the fuck up? Can somebody stop all these people? Because all these people, they're bored and they invent stuff. They invent concepts just to exist. They exist on outrage. And a lot of people are against your freedom. And this is why I've been advocating, I've been telling people, I've been telling you guys, I've been telling artists, I've been telling producers, when you make money, don't go buy bags, don't go buy cars, don't go buy jewelry, don't go buy all that. Listen, this, you see these, my jewelry, let me find pictures of me in where is it? Let me find pictures of me in 1999. I don't have that. 2000 maybe? 2000? Let me see. Oh, this is okay. This is a picture from 2000. What happened? I click on the picture and it disappeared. Wait a minute. What happened? This 2000. Okay. Show all. What happened? Oh, there it is. Look, this is a picture of me 22 years ago. Taken January 1st in Châtelet-Léal. It's 2000? That's not possible. This is 2010. Anyway, I think this is from 2010. So that's 12 years ago. And look, same jewelry. Let me find something from earlier. Let me find 2002. Do I have anything from 2002? Let's see. 2000. That's not possible. That's a lie. Let me find 2003 when my son was born. There you go. Let me see if I can find a jewelry. Oh, there you go. So this is me, my son, and my ex in 2002. And you see the chain that I have around my neck? Not the small one, the second one. It's here. It's the same one. It's this. I just put it in free, but it's the same chain. I don't buy myself a bunch of jewelry. I don't buy myself a bunch of this, a bunch of that. You know why? I buy freedom. I prefer investing in the future. I prefer investing in creating my masters, buying a microphone, a nicer camera to create content, because I prefer investing in the future. And I prefer investing in my freedom. A lot of people, they want to buy stuff that is expensive because they want to invest. They want to impress people they don't know. They want to impress people they hate, or people that hate them. They do this for them. And this also is a case where you lose your freedom, because you are more interested in what people who don't have your best interest in heart think of you. Listen, if you don't like me and you are watching this video, I don't like you either. I don't care about you. If you don't like me, I don't care that you exist. And you should not care that I exist. If you don't like me, stop watching right now. I don't know what you're doing here. But you know why they're here? Because they want to learn from me. But they cannot say it because they're supposed to hate, but they're like, damn, like, I should have followed him X years ago. But me personally, when people don't like me, I used to care so much about it, and that was me losing my freedom. Today, you don't like me, I realize that it doesn't change nothing. I still have to pay the rent, and you're not gonna help me pay it. So I'd rather focus on the people who help me pay the rent. Like the stream royalty here. All these people here sponsoring. And the money I invested all these years in everything that I did. This is what pays the rent. Not the people who like you, not the people who hate you. I mean, some people like you, don't support you, but most people like you guys, you support, you go on Spotify, listen to music, buy a song, etc. Even just one song. If 1,000 people buy just one song. That's a rent. And it's something that really I've been really like more and more, and especially the last 2 years of pandemic. We are entering the third year of pandemic, and way more than before, I value my freedom, but way more than before. I value the fact that I have my freedom of speech. I know that whatever platform I will use to talk, my people will follow me. That's power. And that's also freedom from the platforms. And I also know that, listen, if for whatever reason people don't have access to all these platforms, I can also create my own and tell people, hey, this is where you find me, and whatever, it's $5 to watch me. And listen, if you want to support, this is the way, whatever. Or I can just do it on buy a place or rent a place where people are invited to come watch me, and I do the same show in front of people. Like, there's so many ways you can do it, but never lose sight of what the prize is. The prize is not being famous. The prize is not like releasing a song or cooking a meal or cake and selling it, whatever. The prize is your freedom, is being able to stay free. And I entered this year exactly like that, completely free from all that. And it's a beautiful feeling, I'm telling you. And listen, I wish to all of you for this year that you find your freedom. Or if you don't find your freedom, you find the path to your freedom. When you find it, just follow it and go straight away and do what you have to do to be free. Invest in whatever you do. If you're in fashion, if you have a fashion show like David, who was there, David creates the Black Fashion Week here in Lisbon. And this person, one day, if you have your own fashion house and the place where you can do your own fashion show without having to go negotiate with people, that will be the best thing, because you will be free to do it the way you want. And all these things and ideas, it's important. And on 2022, I will actually focus on people who are going with this state of mind instead of going with the people who are locked in something else. Because those people, they try to bring you in the darkness with them every time you talk to them. And I have this tendency to give light and try to help people, but it's actually a waste of time, a lot of time. And it's time that you allocate on these people that you cannot allocate on elevating yourself to the next level. So I believe that most people that I love, or most people that I care about and I want to see succeed, I give them all the information. If it's not enough for them, they can come to Club Shada and watch all the videos that exist, so I can now move on to not feeling the burden of thinking that I have a responsibility for these people, and move on to taking care of my freedom. And I was having a great conversation this morning, not so long, with Nelson Freitas, who's in Guinea right now, celebrating the new year. He had a show. He was saying, hey, listen, 2022, I'm leaving some people behind. And I was like, yeah, me too. It's time to check who's following and who has to be left behind. Not because we don't like them, just because we have to move forward. And the people who are just there, not following, not walking fast enough or whatever, listen, they take the next train. It's not your responsibility. You have to be free from those people as well. So the theme of 2022 is freedom, baby. And listen, I hope for everybody that you find that thing. I do agree. You know all about it. Now you understand why you have haters. I'm telling the same thing about Idris. Maybe he's not loving his wife anymore and he will love me now. Listen. Speak it into existence, mama. Go ahead. I hate French and African who always have advice, criticism, or we may. They are exhausting. Yeah, listen. That's for real. That's for real. Indeed. Indeed. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Now I have to go see if the wife is going well. And if, let's see. And if my mom is going well, yeah. Okay, my mom is sending messages, so she's well as well. It's yeah, listen. I'm back in a COVID house, so I'm gonna make sure that the wife is feeling well, that she doesn't need nothing, that she doesn't need a nice tea with ginger. I think my daughter fell asleep, so I'm gonna install her in our bed on the living room. It's gonna be sleeping in the sofa for a few days, as we are just trying to protect everybody. So I'm gonna make sure that everybody is fine in the house before I put something nice on the TV to watch. And I'm gonna call my mom, who never sleeps at this time. Mais maman, vous ne dormez pas à cette heure-ci, c'est comment? Bisous, j'espère que ça va. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that all my people are fine. My son is probably sleeping completely right now. And listen, I really enjoy you guys being here. Don't forget to leave a like, stay in the channel, watch some random video in the channel, and leave a comment and a like. That's very, very important for the algorithm. You can go to shadawear.com to get some beautiful t-shirts. The gods of good fortune. Thank you to all the new subscribers in the channel. And I will leave you with, what can I leave you with? What song can I play for you guys that will also go with the freedom that we are talking about? Let me see. Let me go and check in Instagram. Sorry, on Spotify. What can I play for you that has this freedom? You know what? I'm gonna play you a song that goes with how you feel when you don't feel secure. And it's a song that I wrote, produced on a song by Malcolm, and it's called Insecurities. And insecurities are exactly the opposite of freedom. So I'll see you Wednesday, and I'll give you an update on my whole little family here and how our quarantine is going. Be blessed, everybody. And again, Happy New Year. Happy entrance in 2022. Make the best out of it. And don't forget to stay free. Bless.
I'm sorry for my insecurities, and that I keep taking us down, down, down. I know I've been all kinds of sort of weak, and that I should tell you it's alright now. I really wish I could pretend I'm stronger. Whatever, girl, I guess I'm just the opposite. I guess it's time for me to face the music. You got me messed should